Oh, traveler! How fortuitous that I would meet you this afternoon in Inazuma City of all places. May I walk with you for a time? Me? I was headed to Yae Publishing House. The next book in the Peony Night series has just been made available, and I'm eager to read it. The last volume is so elegantly written. You'd like to hear about it? I've read it so many times that I'm certain I could recite passages of it. One night, the Lady Aya walked into the garden according to her wont. The moon rose, round and silver. Ah me, sighed one of her maidens, the moon is a lovelorn lady. Look how pale and wan she grows, and even now she will hide her eyes with her long sleeve of cloud. You speak truly, returned Aya. The moon is a lovelorn lady, but have you seen her faint sister, who is sadder and fairer than she? Who then is the moon's sister? Asked all the maidens at once. Aya said, Come and see, come. With that, she drew them along the paths of the garden to the still pond, where the dancing fireflies and the frogs that sang musically. Holding each other's hands, the maidens looked down into the water, and one and all they beheld the moon's sister, and they laughed softly together. While they played by the water's brim, the Lady Aya's foot slipped upon a smooth stone, and most assuredly she would have fallen into the pond. But all of a sudden, a youth leapt forward out of the sweet secrecy of the night, and caught her in his arms. For a moment, all the maidens beheld the glimmer of his garments. Then he was gone. Aya stood alone, trembling. Down gazed the moon, wide-eyed and sorrowful, and still more sorrowful and sweet, upwards gazed the moon's pale sister. They saw a band of silent maidens who stood in a wilderness of blossoming peony flowers that grew right to the water's edge. It was Lady Aya who had loved them and had planted them. Now the lady turned without a word and moved along the paths of the garden very slowly, hanging her head. When she came to the garden gallery, she left all her maidens save one, and went silently to her bower. There she was for a long space, saying nothing. She sat and traced the pattern on her robe with the point of her finger, and Sada, her maiden, was over against her. At length, He was a great lord, said Aya. Truth, lady, said Sada. He was young, said Aya. He was passing well favored, said Sada. Alas, he saved my life, and I had not time to thank him. And his robe was broidered with peony flowers, my peony flowers. My apologies, traveler. It seems that I've gone on too much. It's very unbecoming of me. Oh, you do not mind? And you think it's cute? Oh, I see. Perhaps it wouldn't be altogether improper if I share more of my true thoughts with you. To everyone else, I am the Shirasagi Himegimi, lady of the Kamisato clan. But with you, traveler, I am certain that little by little I could become just Ayaka. You're surprised that I like romance novels. That's, Oh, you'd like me to tell you more about the book? Of course. Shall we pause here for a while? Oh, I'd forgotten. You must continue with your commissions. But you'd like to walk me to Yae Publishing House. I'd appreciate that very much, traveler. You're so thoughtful. Hold my hand. I wouldn't mind. The rest of the story. Lady Aya was promised to be married to a noble samurai, but she could not forget the young man in the peonies, who they began to call the Peony Knight, of course. At the end of the last chapter, the samurai called upon Lady Aya in the garden. Lady Aya wept bitterly, knowing she would have to marry soon. And the Peony Knight reappeared in the light of day. But the samurai leapt to draw his sword, and then... Well, I've been waiting for the next volume to find out what happens. Oh, we've already arrived. Would I tell you more of the story after I've read the next volume? you'd like to hear more of it. Truly? Of course. I'd be pleased to share it with you. Perhaps over some tea at our estate. Then I'll happily await your visit, and be sure to prepare my favorite tea for you. Oh, I should let go of your hand now, right? My apologies. Farewell for now, traveler. May you meet no troubles along the road, and return soon.